Hey there, this week's show is brought to you by Infusionsoft, makers of some of the best marketing automation software on the market. And it's so great that it's actually being used here at Glazer Kennedy. And for more information on Infusionsoft, just click on the banner on the sidebar. And on today's show, we have a main segment full of Christmas marketing tips, a CD mailing used the right way, and an answer to a question from a Glazer Kennedy Facebook fan. Welcome to No BS Live, the place for prosperity without all the bull. Okay, the holiday segment is here. Thanksgiving is just this coming Thursday. That's Black Friday is the day after, and Christmas and Hanukkah next month. So those of you already sending out holiday offers and greeting cards, great job. Congratulations. And those of you who are prepped and ready to go full force with your holiday mailings, well, a little late, but pretty good. And those of you that's still waiting, you're a little late, but you're not out of the game. I want to share a few last-minute holiday marketing tips. Well, actually, I don't want to share any marketing tips. I want to share one big tip for you. For those of you that either didn't send anything out this holiday, or for those of you who haven't gotten the response you expected from your efforts so far. So here's my tip. My tip is that the holiday is too much on everybody's mind. That's right. Everybody's thinking holidays right now. It's from Thanksgiving to Christmas, which is going to be the answer to my question in just a second when we get to our question at the end of this episode. But holiday is on everybody's mind. Everybody's thinking holidays. And it usually starts from Thanksgiving to Christmas, that they really got this ingrained in their mind, because you can't help but turn on your television, listen to your radio, even looking online to all the banner ads online. Everybody's talking holidays. So you got to follow the Robert Collier principle, enter the conversation that's going on people's head. And right now the conversation on their head is the holidays. So you can't ignore it, you can't avoid it. As a matter of fact, if you do, your customers, clients, prospects, patients are going to think that you're irrelevant, that you're not paying attention. So you've got to do something to get into what's going on in people's brains, what's going on to their minds right now, is talk about the holiday. So make a special promotion around the holiday, which gives you a reason why you are doing something. And people are always looking for reason why you're doing something, because you've heard the old adage, no such thing as a free lunch, right? People are suspicious when you're doing something for them. So when you use the holiday as the reason why, it increases believability and it increases credibility. So go ahead, if you haven't done anything yet, do it, and don't be wimpy. Do a special opportunity, special offer. What better time than to thank your customers, clients, patients, prospects, whatever, for being great customers than during the holiday time. This is the time of year when we're thankful for what we got. Now it's time for the S&D segment. And this week I want to show you something that works pretty well in just about every business that I've ever been involved with. And you can use it as a direct mail piece that is pretty sure to get open. And it's a CD mailer, and the one that I use is from our good friends McManus. And here it is right here. This is one that I sent out to all the Glazer Kennedy members recently. It was in the October No BS marketing letter. It was in the S&D black envelope. And here's what it says. Oops, I goofed. Disregard the outrageous CD I sent you last week. Now, we included it inside the newsletter, but normally it's actually mailed out as a self-mailer, and here's an example of how you can actually send this out as a self-mailer. Now, what's important about this is that, and I talked about this in previous episodes, is that different people respond to different kinds of media. Some people respond to when you send them out a sales letter, but I always like to include one of these in a marketing campaign, where what I've actually done here is I send this out as a CD that's inside this. Now, sometimes I include a short little sales letter in here. Sometimes I would include an order form in here. In reality, this particular time, I didn't include any anything. This was one of the sneakiest things I've ever done to all the Glazer County members. And if you're a Glazer County member, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're not a Glazer County member, well, you'll never know what you missed out on. But this is a really sneaky thing which we did in here in order to get people to consume this, in order to get people to listen to this. Now, again, as I've said in previous episodes, some people are readers. Some people read a sales letter. Other people are the kind of people that will pop this into their CD player in the car as they're driving around. Sometimes if you're going to work, you might have a 30-minute drive. You're just driving around. You're looking for things to turn your auto time into a listening university where you can actually help and work on your own business. So different people are looking for different ways to respond, and a CD is a great way to actually deliver a message. One of the little tricks I've done with the CD mailers in the past is actually read my written newsletter. Now, I didn't do that here. This one was sneaky. Oops, I goofed. Disregard the outrageous CD I sent you last week. And again, only Glazer County members know what I'm talking about there. But this is a great tool to use in all of your marketing. And my friends at McManus, they can do the whole thing for you. Duplicate the CDs, create the self-mailers, do all the printing, and get it out in the mail for you. So if you want to check out McManus, we're putting up the link for you below right now. Now, once again, this week's show is brought to you by, and we want to thank them for sponsoring OBS Live TV, Infusionsoft. And they are makers of some of the best marketing automation software on the market. And it's, again, as I said, it's so great that it's our choice software here at Glazer County. For more information, just click on the banner on the sidebar. Now it's time for Ask Bill, That's Me. Okay, this week's question comes from Jack Hayes from Ohio, and he submitted this question through Facebook. Now, Jack asks, I want to start my holiday marketing, but I feel that it is too early. The impact is loss, and if it's too late, the moment has passed for the sale. When is too early? Well, Jack, is it too early or too late? I mean, interesting question. And, you know, listen, as marketers, we always struggle with timing. Timing is very, very important. But here's the short answer to your question. Short answer to your question is the worst thing you do is nothing. And as I said before, historically, people's thoughts, people's thinking about holidays begins with the Thanksgiving holiday or a few days before that, and it takes them right up to Christmas. So what I've always done in the past in my brick and mortar business and now in my information marketing business, and what I actually provide advice for everybody that I work with, is that you want to start right around the Thanksgiving time of year. Sometimes a couple of days before, maybe Monday or Tuesday before Thanksgiving, but not before that. And you want to take it as a campaign all the way up to, depending on your business, all the way up to Christmas. So, for example, in my brick and mortar business, the day before Christmas was always the biggest day of the year. The day after Thanksgiving, it was the second biggest day of the year. Now, different businesses have different peaks, and I don't know what kind of business you're in because you didn't provide that information in your question. But you're not too late, you're not too early. The biggest thing that you need to avoid doing is doing nothing. And again, don't forget to tie the holiday into your promotion, because that's what's on everybody's mind. So, Jack, thanks for sending in your question, and as a thank you, I'm going to send you a copy of this week's Beat the Clock Web Deal of the Week. So, Jessica, the voice of NOBS Live TV is Jessica, by the way. Jessica, go ahead and tell everybody what the Web Deal of the Week is and what Jack won this week.
Hi, this is Jessica bringing you this week's Beat the Clock Web Deal. The quality of the information contained on these CDs is so content-rich that everyone from those who are just starting out all the way up to established marketers will benefit from the carefully tested, reliable, and most importantly, proven methods that gets them buying and keeps them buying. With Inside the Mind of the Millionaire Maker, you'll discover how to get your direct mail piece into the hands of your perfect prospect, how to double your prices and not lose a single customer, how to build an iron cage around your customers and your competitors' customers, and much more. Beat the clock and invest in Inside the Mind of the Millionaire Maker for 50% off. And if you're a GKIC member, you'll even get free shipping. But you better hurry, because this offer disappears at 11:59 p.m. Eastern on November 29th. Check the banner on this page for more details.
So, Jack, there you go. And if anyone else would like to have their question answered right here on No BS Live, just leave it in the comments section below. And if you're chosen, I'll answer it in a future episode. Now, you can also call your questions in, and a lot of people are telling us they really like this option. You can call your question in to us live to a recording at 443-470-9025. Now, just leave a clear message with your name and your question, and try to keep it short, please. Now, that's all for this week, folks, and I hope you like my No BS hat here. By the way, if you like my No BS hat, leave a comment below and tell me if you like it, because if you like it, I'm going to start giving away some No BS hats for free if people want these. Now, before you go, I also have another free gift for all of you for watching. This week's gift is an audio CD called, of all things, Big Ass Fans. And it's from a company that's called Big Ass Fans, and it's a recording that was made by my very good friend Perry Marshall when he interviewed the marketing director of this company, Big Ass Fans, that's doing a terrific job in their marketing and great lessons for everybody that they can apply to their business. Now, you can get your hands on one of these. All you have to do is cover the small shipping and handling charge of $5.95. I got to remind everybody that quantities are limited, so we're just going to be giving away as many as we have. Once they're gone, and these gifts typically run out every week. Now, if you're not already a Glazer Kennedy member, I'm making this available to you as an ethical bribe. Yep, it's an ethical bribe to test drive 2 free months of Glazer Kennedy Elite Gold membership. Now, don't worry, if you're already a Glazer Kennedy member, you can still claim one of these copies by just clicking on the link, because we know who Glazer Kennedy members are and who aren't when you click on the link. So, to get yours now, all you have to do is click on the banner on the sidebar. By the way, just out of curiosity, if you're curious about how do we know who's Glazer Kennedy members and who's not, it's because of Infusionsoft. Now, I want to wish every one of you a very, very, very prosperous holiday season. Again, Glazer Kennedy is the place for prosperity. And I also want to thank all of you for making this one of the most watched shows every week on online TV. And I'm Bill Glazer, and this is No BS Live TV, the place for prosperity without all the bull.